Hey guys, Jen here. So today we're going to make a just really colorful wreath that you could hang up at any time. So this wreath, I was inspired by a sign that I found at Target in their dollar section. And it says, "Never lose your sense of wonder." Isn't it cute? So I picked up some mesh at Hobby Lobby and then some at JoAnns on clearance. And I thought we would just make it colorful and bold and bright, and it'll be really welcoming for my students on my classroom door. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I am using a variety of colors here, just something bold and bright. So this blue is what I picked up on clearance at JoAnns. It's a holiday mesh, but it works for this, right? The only thing that's different between these is this does have that real sparkly strip through it that's thicker than the sparkly strip that's through, say, this one. But I am not worried about that at all. This yellow one does not have a sparkly strip. It's just all, well, maybe it does. It does. It's just a clear one. That's what makes it sparkly. It's just clear. But not worried about it. I am going to use a big 16-inch frame for this because I want a really big wreath to put on my classroom door. So, alright, so let's get started here. Let's put, let's cut some mesh. And I'm going to have like massive amounts of mesh laying around because I'm using a variety of colors, not just like one or two, quite a bit. So I'm using a Fiskars cutting, self-healing cutting mat that I picked up at Walmart. It was like $13, I think. A Fiskars cutting rotary tool, which I got at Walmart. And this stuff you can pick up any craft store. So we're going to cut our mesh at, I like to put my mesh face down because it doesn't curl up on itself that way. I'm going to cut off this fraying edge so I have a nice clean start. And we're going to cut our mesh at about 10 inches. So if I roll it out to my 18, I can cut it at about the 8. That gives me about 10 inches. And we're going to curl it, so let me make sure I have enough curl. Oh yeah, that's plenty of curl, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do, now that I know exactly how long I want my mesh, I'm going to take my next color, do the same thing, kind of give it a nice clean edge. I don't want to cut too many at a time, just because I don't have a really big space to work, and I don't want to be overwhelmed with mesh, which I think I'm going to be anyway. So I'm going to cut 3 colors, and I'm going to do bundles. I'm going to do my purple, pink, and green in a bundle, and then my yellow and blue in a bundle, and then kind of rotate them. I'll kind of show you, what I'm talking about. But just want to roll this mesh out. I get it lined up here. You don't have to do it this way. You can cut them all separately, which I might end up doing because this is, I don't have enough space. Okay, so I'm going to cut these together and then I'll cut the other one separately. So we're going to roll these out about 10 inches. It could be, you know, close to 10 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you don't want like, you know, 13 inches and 10 inches. You kind of want to stay together. Okay, this isn't going to work. I have gotten rid of my overhead camera display because I didn't feel like you guys were getting a very good view, and as much as I wanted to use it and play with it, it was not working for me. So hopefully you can see this well. I think I might turn it just a little smidge. Hopefully you can see this video well. I'm back to using my tripod. My mom got me a new tripod for Christmas. I'm so excited about it because it is so much nicer than one I ever had before. But my old one I was doing a video at school and I left it sitting on my back table, and one of my students' friends or brother or cousin, I don't know, went back there during parent-teacher conferences and knocked it over and broke my tripod. I was just really happy he didn't break my camera too. But, so I went to the overhead thing, which I thought I was going to really, really like. And I do for some of the close-up projects, but for one like this, I just feel like you guys can see better if you can see the whole picture. So, if that makes sense at all. So I don't know if you guys can hear the whirring sound. Can you hear the whirring sound? If not, if you can, it's my baby monitor. So we're on a 2-hour delay today, and I'm up and dressed and ready. I was on my way out the door. I mean, literally, door, hand on doorknob, turning, door open, phone rings, and our 2-hour delay turned into a day off. So here I am. Oh, I hear a little one. Do you hear him coughing? He has been so sick lately. But, so it turned into a day off, and I thought, you know, I really have been wanting to do some wreaths, and I haven't had time, and I'm recouping from Christmas. I still have Christmas stuff out. I still have a Christmas wreath that I bought 2 Christmas wreaths that I bought supplies for that I never got around to actually creating and doing the video for. So if you see a random Christmas video in July, you'll know why. But so I'm just cutting my mesh at 10 inches, and 10 inches, and then I'm going to start rolling my bundles. And let's see here, let's do some pink, and then I'll show you how to roll some bundles. I don't want to waste my whole video on cutting mesh. So these wreaths are really super easy to make, and what I typically do is find a centerpiece, a sign, that I really want to make, or I shop on Pinterest and try to duplicate something or tweak something that I like for me. So this one, as you saw in the intro, was inspired by my Target Never Lose Your Sense of Wonder sign, and I really like that for my classroom, because I just feel like sometimes, you know, kids are just so, you know, they grow up too fast, and I really want that in my classroom. I want them to, you know, really be kids and think and wonder about things and ask questions. So I just thought it was perfect for my classroom door. So I'm going to cut a few yellow because I want to show you how to make some bundles, and then we'll get started on this and everything. So here's my blue ones, so sparkly. I love having a wreath on my classroom door. I just feel like it makes everything a little bit more inviting and a little more homey. Makes the kids feel welcome and parents feel welcome, and I feel like it makes me a little happier too. So, alright, so let's make some bundles. Let's start with our 3 bundle here, so you can kind of get a sense of how big that's going to be. Now the reason why I want to do 3 on this one and 2 on the other one is this blue mesh is a little bit thicker, and so I want to do 2 on it instead of adding it into the 3. So that's the reason why I chose these 3 colors to do the 3 bundle. Alright, so you're just going to take the edge, and you see it has a natural curl to it, so you're just going to go with it and just start rolling it up until you have curl about that big. Hold that in your hand, make another one, put that one in your hand. I like to crisscross. You don't have to. Do this one, curl this up. I find that, you know, everyone makes their wreaths a little bit differently, and that's because that's what works for them. So here I have my bundle here of 3. I'm going to take a half of a pipe cleaner. So I just took my pipe cleaners and cut them in half, And you can choose to match your pipe cleaners to the color of your wreath, but you don't have to. Can you see this? I really hope you can see this. I'm gonna have to stop and see if we can do this. So fold this in half, take your pipe cleaner, pull it tight, and then I like to push this up and really get it tight. Twist it a couple times, and you're going to leave this tail, because this tail is how we're going to attach this bundle to our wreath. So there's one. Let's do a 2 bundle. Same thing. Roll this up. Roll your yellow, or whatever color you've chosen. Half of a pipe cleaner. Fold it in half. I like to fold it in half because that way I can make sure that my edges are the same length. Pull it tight and then push it up to get this to be as small as possible. Twist it. Okay, and then we're just going to make a ton of bundles like this. And I'm going to put these side by side on my wreath so you can see it kind of looks like one big bundle. So let me show you how to attach these so that if you are comfortable, you can stop the video and move on. So here's my big wreath frame, and I'm using just a regular wire frame, not a work frame. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm not a fan of work frames. I like my wreaths to be a little bit fuller than you can make with a work frame. So we're also going to add ribbons later. I have been adding ribbons typically with the bundles, but for this one I want to wait because I'm not sure how full and thick this is going to be, so I want to kind of wait. Okay, anyway. Alright, so this is the front of the wreath. It's the curved side, goes on is the front. So in the back you want the concave side. You're going to take a bundle, and you can start anywhere you want. I like to start right on the edge here. You're going to pull it tight and then just twist it. So then the next one, I'm going to go down to the middle. Can you see this? I'm going to go down to the middle. Again, pull it tight and twist it. So I like to kind of go into top, middle, bottom, middle, top, and just kind of work in a zigzag pattern all the way around. And you're going to have about 5 or 6 bundles in each section. So that's how it's going to look. Isn't that cute? Can you just imagine? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I'm going to check my video, and I'm going to keep making bundles, and I'll get back with you when I'm about halfway through. Okay guys, so I went ahead and decided to go ahead and put my ribbons in. I know I said I wasn't going to, but part of that was because I wasn't really sure what ribbon I was going to use, and then I stumbled upon a stash and they look great together. So I picked this ribbon here, and they all came from JoAnns, or not JoAnns, Hobby Lobby. They're the Robert Stanley collection. So I picked these 3, a stripe, a polka dot, and a polka dot, and I cut them at 13 inches, and then I ducktailed them. So the way you ducktail, if you're not familiar with that, is you just take the ribbon, fold it in half, and then cut it, and my scissors are gone. Where are they? Oh my goodness. And then you just cut it on the folded side. And you have a cute little ducktail. So that's how you do that. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm about done my wreath, truthfully. My batteries died, and so I just kept making more bundles as I was waiting. So let's go ahead and finish this up. So what I did with my ribbons is I cut a ton of ribbon, and then I stacked them in order so that I wasn't going to be grabbing like all the pink ones at one time or all of the polka dot ones at one time. So that's a good little hint for you. So you're just going to, hopefully you can see this, you go ahead and do your rolls, and then you just take your ribbon and kind of pinch it in the middle. Lay that one in there with your bundle. And then just take your pipe cleaner and go around it like you normally would. Fold it in half, pull it tight, push up, twist, and you're good. So we're gonna finish making some bundles and adding them into the wreath. Like I said, we're almost done, and I want to show you how to connect our sign, because the back of it does not have any kind of connector. Oh, I don't need yellow. What am I doing? Okay, I need pink and purple. Add a ribbon, add a pipe cleaner, okay. Now, I'll finish this up. I want to show you how my wreath is looking. I have just a little bit left here. So on the back, you can see I have, I've been putting 5 bundles in each one. So I have 4 here and 3 here. So I need 5 more bundles to finish up the wreath. So my last one I did was a blue and yellow one. So I'm going to add in this one. And you can see I went middle, bottom, so the next one's going to be in the middle. You just twist that, get it all tight. Then I'm going to go to a blue one, and it's going to go on the top. So I'll need 1 more here, 3 more here. So I need a pink, 2 pinks, and a blue. Oops, it's all stuck. It's really looking cute though, isn't it? I really like it. So the other thing I want to show you while I've got this out is the glue that we're going to spray everything with when we're done. This is a Craft Bond spray adhesive. And I have 2 bottles of it and they look different, so I'm going to show them both to you. They're both the multi-purpose spray. This one came from Walmart. This one came from Hobby Lobby. It's about $1 cheaper at Walmart. It's the same stuff. It's temporary, then dry, then goes to permanent. And this kind of keeps the mesh from fraying a little bit. It does smell, so you want to make sure that you're in a nice ventilated area before you spray. And if you're selling wreaths, make sure that you spray and then let them dry and kind of air out before you sell, because it does tend to get a little aromatic. But this stuff works great. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach my frame. So we're going to use the pipe cleaners to attach to the frame, and I am just using a regular swing line stapler. Opening it up, I'm going to put a little bit of my pipe cleaner inside the frame. Staple it down in there, and then I'm going to wrap this over, and I'm going to twist this section. Then, if you feel like you need some more security than this, I would put some hot glue over the top of the staple if you feel like this isn't going to be enough security. The staples did go all the way through, so I'm not really worried about it. I think I'm going to leave it how it is. But then this gives you a nice way to attach this to your frame. So you'll just take these and feed these into your frame. So I'm going to finish up the wreath, and then I'll show you how to attach that frame to your wreath once we get everything together. Okay guys, so we're all done with our wreath, and now we're going to attach our sign. So what I like to do is just take my pipe cleaners, kind of put them down the middle, and then put your sign in there. And it doesn't really matter if you want it cockeyed or if you want it straight, just put it in the middle, because when you hang your wreath, then you can kind of do some adjusting. So you flip it over, and now you have your pipe cleaners ready to go. So all you have to do is then attach them to your frame. So just loop it through and twist. And now with the signs, you don't want them too tight because you don't want the sign to like dip down into your wreath. Well, unless you want that look. I don't want that look right now with this one. Whoops, what did I do here? I got the wrong pipe cleaner on the wrong side. Okay. You belong on this side, and you belong on this side. There we go. Okay, so you're just going to pull it in there and twist it just like you normally would. And I like to kind of flip it back over itself and just make it really secure. And get rid of my pipe cleaner too. Same thing over here, you're just going to take it, pull it through, and then twist. Alright, so we're going to do that on all four sides here. Just twist it up nice and good, nice and tight. Well, not too tight, but tight. Securely. That's what I want to say. Twist it securely. Okay, and ta-da! It's done! Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to take one more photo of this hanging up so you guys can see it. And one more shot here. And you can always pull your ribbons out and undo them adjusting and all that stuff. So, alright, well the next one you'll see is hanging up and me done. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, so here it is all finished. And like I said, if you'd rather have your sign straight, just hang your wreath straight. So here it is all done. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe and happy crafting.